been rude to you.
Why has you come running after me saying get patrols out the back?
Well, I need to know who you are.
No, you don't need to know who I am.
How
about none of your business?
It is my business.
No, it's not your business. Do you want to be done under Section 26 of the Criminal Justice Act?
Right.
Keep your distance and don't touch me or
I'm not, I haven't even touched you.
Right, well that's assault.
I haven't even touched you.
Are you detaining me?
I'm not detaining you at the moment.
Right,
I want to speak to you about what's going on.
If you're not detaining me, bugger off. Go on.
No,
you're dismissed.
No, I'm not dismissed.
Well, you're not getting anything out of me, so
right.
Jog on. Drop this lady some comments, guys. She obviously thinks it's a problem, taking pictures of police cars. Let her know what you think. This is Wallasey Police Station. What's up, guys? Hello. What's the problem? Why is everyone out here? Why is everyone out here?
You stay there, set me.
No, I won't. Are you detaining me?
What's your name?
None of your business. Are you detaining me?
You are going to be detained, mate.
Ah, yeah. Am I right? I've just spoke to the others.
Yeah, have you? You're going to be detained under the Terrorism Act, mate, because you're taking photographs of there. What's your name?
The opening tells you everything about the mindset on display. Matt isn't being assessed on behavior, intent, or any observable risk. He's being managed as a problem the moment officers spot a camera. Several come out not to investigate anything concrete, but to apply presence and pressure, hoping persistence will achieve what lawful authority can't. Matt pushes back correctly, and that's where the interaction derails. Then an officer arrives, steps out of his car, and skips every safeguard straight into a terrorism detention purely because Matt is photographing a police station. That's a catastrophic misuse of power.
Right, just to let you know that I'm doing a documentary on YouTube for the abuse of Section 43 and Section 58 and how police are abusing them powers.
Section 43 and whatever, of what act?
You tell me.
I don't know.
What section are you detaining me under?
Well, the Terrorism Act.
Which is section of that? Which section of it?
I'm telling you, it's under the Terrorism
Which
Act.
section are you detaining me under?
Ultimately, mate, you're recording police cars.
That's what I do for me hobby.
Okay, well, it's a strange hobby, just hang on there.
No, it's so strange isn't a crime, is it? 3196. What's your collar number, sir?
1390.
And what's your name?
Yeah, I've just got a couple
You only need the number.
cars in the back of the police station. I don't know if anyone's seen them already.
Yes, they have.
Just check.
That, mate, will be an unlawful detainment if you're detaining me, and you will learn the hard way you don't do that without evidence. Okay?
Do it under suspicion, mate.
No, you don't. You've got to have reasonable suspicion. Photography alone is not reasonable suspicion. Photography alone, anything I want. Photography alone is not reasonable suspicion.
When Matt asks the most basic question, what power are you using? The officer can't answer it. Not because it's sensitive, but because he doesn't know. The Terrorism Act isn't a power. It's a confession of ignorance. Sections matter because they set limits, safeguards, and thresholds. And this officer discards all of that with, "It doesn't matter," which tells you everything about how casually he's treating an extraordinary power. It gets worse when Matt explains he records police vehicles as a hobby, and the officer labels it strange, as if personal discomfort creates legal authority.
You will get your backsides kicked if you even try and detain me over that.
Can you repeat that, please?
It is not reasonable suspicion. Check your code of conduct. Check the memo of the Chief of Police. We are allowed to do this.
Hey, calm down, we're just double checking. Alright.
Right, why is this guy detaining me?
I told him.
He did it. What section?
Listen to, let me speak. My name's Craig. I'm one of the duty inspectors at Wallasey Police Station here.
Right.
You're acting suspiciously outside the government building, alright? Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, we can search you.
You need reasonable suspicion. If you look,
Why are you filming outside?
Photography alone is not reasonable.
Can I ask you to leave the area, please?
Photography alone is not reasonable suspicion.
You're
Okay.
going to be searched under the Terrorism Act.
If what?
Basically because you're acting suspicious. I have reasonable grounds to suspect.
Search me and I will sue you. I will sue you, Inspector. What's your collar number?
I will ask you to leave the area.
No, I won't leave the area. Are you recording?
Yeah, I am recording.
You need to tell me when you're recording. You don't turn it on and not tell someone they're recording. No, I am not. If you want to search me, it'll be an unlawful search and I will have you. Yes, it would. You need more. No. You've been in trouble.
The inspector drops Section 43 as if naming it retroactively fixes everything that came before, but offers nothing that actually satisfies it. No behavior, no intelligence, no indicators beyond he's filming. That's not reasonable suspicion, that's convenience. What makes this worse is that while the inspector is happy to authorize an intrusive detention, he ignores the obligation to tell Matt he's being recorded. That requirement exists to prevent exactly this kind of abuse, covertly gathering evidence while exercising extraordinary powers without transparency or accountability.
Been at every police
Can I
station,
just... Yeah.
right? And why are you
Exactly,
doing that?
because I feel like it. Look up Darlington Police and see how they're in court over arresting me over the Terrorism
You're
Act.
going to be searched.
Right, well, same thing. It's an unlawful search, it's an unlawful detainment. Get that and get everything.
Guys, listen, I'll explain to you a simple
You're going
term.
to court, mate.
That's fine.
You're going to court.
What I'll say to you is you are acting suspiciously outside the police station.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
The
are.
court will prove I'm not.
You were standing outside the front gate.
I'm not. I've done it
We're
before.
recording, all right?
So what?
Our terrorism threat level is high, and I'm not happy
No,
with
it's
people
not.
standing out. It's like you're doing a hostile reconnaissance. I am not
No,
happy.
it's not.
I am
Hostile
not
reconnaissance
happy.
is not in broad daylight, you Wally. You don't need to get personal, is there? It is when you do the legal.
We're doing our job.
No,
You're
you're
doing
not.
what you're
You're doing
doing.
it wrong. And you're going to find that out. He's
that's
going to
up to
find
the
it
court
out.
to decide,
And
but
he's
it's
going to
not.
find it out.
I'm more than happy with that.
It won't be. Right.
Hanging around outside the police station.
Listen to me.
You go from one to the other.
Yeah?
You're acting suspiciously.
No, it's
That's
not.
sufficient grounds for
No,
me.
it's not.
Other
Not
than
for you, it's
terrorism.
not. Not if you. The chief of police says it is not reasonable grounds for suspicion. I can get it up now on the internet. Do you want me to get it up and show you? I'll get it up and show you. Photography alone is not reasonable grounds for a search under Terrorism Act. You're going to learn that.
They push ahead with a Section 43 search, and predictably it produces absolutely nothing because the grounds were never there to begin with. The Met Police Commissioner, the most senior officer in the Met, has explicitly stated that filming police stations, even repeatedly, does not by itself amount to reasonable suspicion and does not justify the use of terrorism powers. That makes this moment devastating for the inspector. He isn't operating in a gray area. He's acting in direct conflict with his own force's leadership. When an inspector ignores clear guidance from the Met's top officer and invents suspicion to justify a failed search, it stops being a mistake and starts looking like institutional refusal to accept accountability.
You're taking it.
Man,
You're just leaving over a barrier of a secure rear yard of a police station.
Exactly.
So what? I can do that if I want.
We've had people trying to film the code to get into it.
From that information, you could possibly obtain personal details of police officers, which then put them and their families at
That is, even if I wanted to, which I'm not, that's not a crime either. So
I'm not
tough.
saying you're going to do it, but it's a security risk for us. It's our
I can do that if I want. If I want to take pictures of every personal car coming out, I'll do it. And there's nothing you can do. Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet? Watch me.
Ask you to leave the area.
No, I won't leave the area.
You've been searched now.
Yeah?
Okay.
Jog on. You're dismissed. I'm taking pictures of the police cars. What I do for a hobby.
It's a private property.
Right, I won't go in it. I won't go in it. I can stand here and film. Learn the law, pal. You're already in trouble. I suggest you don't get yourself any further trouble.
I'm not having you filming.
Tough. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm taking some pictures of the marked cars when they come out, hopefully getting some leaving on emergency calls.
Common courtesy.
Common courtesy, searching me for taking pictures is common courtesy. Jog on.
Well, as I've said to you, and you get this on camera, the manner in which you're taking pictures raises a suspicion. You weren't standing there. When I pulled up to the gate, you've been leaning over the car park,
Right.
capturing police vehicles and the police staff and police officers' vehicles,
Right.
which for me raises my suspicion that you're probably up to no good and you're going to use that information.
For what? How could I use it?
You could use it
No, you couldn't.
potentially for me or one of my colleagues to come into harm
couldn't.
with their personal vehicles.
Not at
We could have
all.
our own things
You've
damaged.
got the access to the DVLA database.
The officer claims the manner matters, saying Matt was leaning over and capturing police vehicles and officers' cars as if posture and camera angles suddenly rewrite the law. That argument dies instantly on contact with reality. Matt is on a public pavement. Full stop. There is no lawful distinction between standing upright, leaning, zooming, or panning when you're lawfully present in public. Also, police already have unrestricted access to the DVLA database, which contains registered keeper details, names, addresses, vehicle descriptions, tax status, history, and insurance markers. Officers can query that data instantly, lawfully, and routinely. So, pretending that a camera capturing number plates poses some unique intelligence threat is absurd.
I don't know who you know, do I? I don't know
Well,
how you're doing it, do I?
right, so your suspicion, fair enough, you've got that
Fair
suspicion,
enough, you've said it, so
but
fair
it's
enough.
not,
So my
no,
suspicion-
I haven't finished,
fair
have I
enough.
finished? It's not reasonable suspicion.
It's
Suspicion,
perfectly reasonable for me.
okay,
And
well
I
not,
would imagine-
not in the eyes of the law it's not, and not in the eyes of the chief of police.
But if
you were leaning over a car,
say
another building.
somebody was connected to terrorism, they can probably got away and no people who probably attain personal
Do you not think if someone wanted to do a terrorist act, they would come, get off the backside, instead of looking at this on here, get off the backsides, come down and do it themselves and write it down, do it covertly, not leaning over the fence?
You're not, that's not you though, is it?
Because obviously someone's not that stupid.
Is it obvious?
They say, and also I'll tell you another
You're
thing.
answering your own arguments, and it's
No, I'm
brilliant,
not,
the fact that you're
idiot.
putting it on camera, this.
Right? Yous have been told in a memo that if you genuinely suspect that someone taking pictures is a terrorist, are you listening?
No,
Because I've got a copy of it under the Freedom of Information Act.
Have you got a copy there?
I shall get it up on get it up for you. Right.
We've explained to you why you've been searched. I'm more than happy with the circumstances and the grounds for that.
So you should be.
I asked
Right,
you to
well,
leave the area.
I'm not leaving the area, I don't have
Gone
to.
to this yard with potential for you to be arrested.
Go for
You've
it.
been monitored on camera.
I couldn't care less. I'm not doing anything wrong, so I couldn't care less.
Alright, thank you very much.
See you later. I'm not going.
Appreciate it.
I'm not going.
Right, see you
I'm
later.
not going. I'm going to stand here and film everyone and everything. See you later. Walk of shame. That didn't scare me off, did it? See you later, numpties. If you suspect terrorism, you're supposed to contact the terrorism squad directly. That's your instructions. See you in court.
As the officers retreat back inside, Matt lands the final point that exposes the entire encounter for what it was. If there were a genuine terrorism concern, the correct response isn't ad hoc detentions by flustered uniformed officers improvising thresholds. It's escalation through the proper counter-terrors. Terrorism policing is intelligence-led, structured, and specialist for a reason. You don't casually deploy Section 43 on a hunch and then reverse engineer suspicion when it fails. The failures stack up quickly when you look at this properly. Officers couldn't articulate a power, then name one they couldn't lawfully justify, then change the grounds multiple times when challenged. Photography became terrorism, then camping out, then camera angles, then vehicle plates. Each explanation weaker than the last. How should this have been policed? Simple. A brief engagement and assessment based on behavior rather than emotion, and then disengagement when no lawful grounds existed. No detention, no search, no escalation. Transparency should have been met with professionalism, not panic. Instead, what we see is a force that struggles when the public knows the law as well as or better than the officers enforcing it. Huge thanks to Matt for letting us cover and break down this video. Check out his channel in the link below. If you found value in this breakdown, make sure you like the video, share it, and subscribe to support the channel and help keep this kind of accountability in the spotlight. I'm the Audit Accessor, and this was episode 1. See you guys later.